Have you ever wondered what it feels like being on YouTube for a month? Maybe you do if you have a channel, but if you don't, in this video, I'll be answering the question, is it really worth it? Hi, my name is Beze. I'm an IT professional based in Germany, and welcome to my channel. One of the reasons why I decided to start on YouTube, I made a video about a month ago. That was the first video talking about the reasons why I wanted to start. I have a lot of clarity where I can actually express and say they are under these categories. The first is to be able to express myself, to be able to communicate better, having to take an idea, go through it, talk about it, and actually make people understand the concept of what you've just spoken about. Secondly is to share my journey. So the past 5 years living in Germany, I've actually wondered what would it have been if I had had a series of documentations of my journey so far. That would have been a very, very interesting perspective. But it's never too late, so that's why I decided to start. So majorly, the things in my video would be my experience for mostly the past few years, what I'm currently working on at the moment, and the things that I wish to work on in the future. That's what my channel is mostly about for now. If it eventually changes in the future, definitely that's also a sign of learning, growth, and adapting. Sharing my journey would also help someone out there, because I believe everyone who, wherever they are right now, there's someone who has already walked that path where they currently or wish to walk on. So if I'm able to help somebody make sure their journey is better and livelier, then I'm here for that. So that's also one of the reasons why I'm here on YouTube. At the beginning, one of the big questions that I was asked was, what's your channel going to be about? Honestly, at the time, because I didn't know exactly what to answer, I would just have to say, I want to share on YouTube, because I really dived in headfirst. And at the end of the day, I'm here a month in, and I feel the experience so far is something that I believe would push me to get on to the finish line. So my method, I post a video once a week. I also shoot a video once a week. I'm trying to batch my content, because that's one thing I also learned from people, where you can shoot the whole video of a month. Maybe if you decide to shoot 4 videos a month, you can shoot all 4 in a day, and that's done. It sort of helps you compress all the activities into one day, and it's easy. So one day for 1 month, that sort of makes sense. Pretty much, I got a light, got a tripod stand, my iPhone, that's what I'm using to film. So what exactly have I learned in the past month? The moment you start, that's when you start getting ideas and inspirations on the next steps to take. So as earlier I mentioned, when I started, I didn't really know the topics I was going to talk about, but I had an idea of what it would be like. But after posting the second video, I started getting better understanding of how to position my content, how to be able to share my story in order to help one person, because my mantra is helping one person. If I can help one person, I believe I can help multiple people, but helping one person is my target. So you don't have to overthink it. I made a decision to start in January, and I started in February. This is 3rd month, and I can already see myself doing this for a very long time. So there are a lot of people who have planned to start a long time and they did not start. So I can tell you for free that if you start overthinking it, I'm 100% sure you won't start. So if there's a very key takeaway, if this whole experience is something you want to do, please, you just set up your camera and you post. You don't have to wait to have the right or the perfect environment, like the perfect equipment, perfect lighting, whatever you think is perfect story. You don't have to think about that. You just turn on the camera, the lights if you have, bam, you shoot. In the beginning, it's important to have targets. So for me, I chose my target around consistency. I wanted to shoot 1 video a month. My goal was to achieve 40 videos. So after getting to 40 videos, definitely I'll have a review to say, is this whole journey worthwhile? And after that, I can then see, if I'm going to continue or not. But I hope I better continue, because it's been a wonderful experience so far. So I noticed I've been improving. From the first video, even up until the last video, there's actually a very, very big difference. So one thing I know that I've learned in this journey is the moment you get on it, you can decide to improve one thing. So I ask for feedback for people close to me to say, watch my video, what do you think? Can you tell me one thing to improve on? So I take the feedback. I know I can't actually implement all of it at once, but I take all the criticism, then try to improve it one step at a time. And I hope that at the end of the 40 video mark that I set, I will definitely be a lot better than how I started or how I am right now. Creating allows me to, express myself in ways that I didn't imagine, or the ways that I didn't believe I would do. So for, I think, 3 years, I was sort of off the grid on all platforms. And after popping up back on, different social media platforms, I now have a YouTube video. So a couple of my friends who saw these videos like, where have you been all this while, you know, because you just popped out of nowhere and you now have a YouTube channel. So creating actually has allowed me to express myself in ways that I didn't, or I couldn't believe that I would have done, which I'm really happy about. So the big question is, if you want to start, what exactly do you take from this video? Firstly, when I started, I really didn't know the different categories of YouTube videos out there, but I came up with 3 E's. The first E is experiential, where you're talking about your journey. Mostly vlogs fall under this category. You're documenting your steps or your journeys one video at a time. The second is experience. This is value focused. So if you're a doctor, for example, and you decide you want to share content around making people healthier, that's very value based. You know, that's another type of video. Also, an example is a fitness coach. If you're a fitness expert, you can also share tip resources about how people can become fitter and healthier. So that's really value based. So if you're an expert, maybe you could do something like this. And lastly is entertainment. So this is talking about maybe current trends, the news, the latest information out there. You just talk about it. So that's also another part of it. So these are the 3 categories. If you're going to choose on what category videos you want to talk about, I would recommend you choose something you can speak on for a long period of time. Why do you have to do this? In order for you to achieve consistency. So if you decide that you want to share tips on current trends, you need to be able to do this for a long time so that you improve being on camera. If at the end of, let's say if you have a 50 video mark and you decide you want to change or you want to move to another niche, then you take all the experiences you've gathered over time, then you move it into the niche that you decide you want to iterate into. You don't have to think so much about what niche do you have to focus on. All you have to know is take the 3 categories that I just mentioned, pick one which you can talk about for a long time, and you just hit record and you start. You need to have systems where you decide on when you want to post videos. You can have a log, maybe a book where you write down all the topics you want to talk about. You can decide to also pick a day where you shoot all the videos. If you decide you want to shoot videos, maybe 4 videos a month, you can take a weekend, shoot all your 4 videos for that month, and you maybe edit it if you want to edit it. But I don't recommend editing yourself. You can actually send it out to an editor to help you edit it. That's one of the best things to do. If you need editors to help you out, you can always reach out to me. I'll connect you to wonderful editors who would help you out with working on your videos. So the big question, is it really worth it being on YouTube? Definitely, I can answer that question by saying yes, it is. Over this month, I've had someone reach out to me, ask a couple of questions regarding my journey, because the person is sort of walking the same path that I have walked on. So it was easy for me to actually advise the person, give the person tips, tricks, and setting things on how to go about it. So I feel very proud having to actually have such early impact, helping one person. Like I said, my mantra is just help one person. So I feel the more I'm on this platform, I'll definitely be able to help a lot of people, and hopefully opportunities also can come my way, because at the end of the day, I'm putting myself out there to help people, and when people find me, opportunities come my way, definitely I'm all here for it. So in 2 years, I'm definitely going to be answering the same question, is it really worth it? And I hope to see you in the future. I hope we're all healthy, safe, and get to that point. I have a newsletter that I'm currently writing or working on where I share my story also. I read a lot of books, I listen to a lot of podcasts, so my thoughts around tech, growth, personal development, business, and general topics around technology as well. So if you're interested in the newsletter, link in the description below, I have the link to the newsletter. So subscribe and stay tuned. You get updates because I share more updates over there than all my social media platforms. So yeah, I've come to the end of this video. I've been able to talk about my experience and answer the question, is it really worth it? And if you're interested in starting a YouTube channel and you think you need some guidance, I'm still a month old, but maybe I could give an advice here and there. Until next time, take care of yourself and stay blessed. Bye-bye.